Hello everyone, I am Utkarsh Mishra along with my co-author Stephen Caro, and today I am going to present our paper on forward kinematics for suspended underactuated cable-driven parallel robots from a neural network approach. First, we'll move through the introduction and the context, and then with the geometrico-static modeling of the underactuated system. Then I'll describe the neural network's procedure and discuss the results. Finally, we'll conclude with the conclusions and future work. In the context of the work, cable-driven parallel robots are composed of a fixed frame and a moving platform connected to each other by cables. Such type of a structure gives several advantages of high payload capacity, low inertia, and large workspace. However, they face some drawbacks, like due to the presence of a large number of cables, the likeliness of collisions with cluttered environments increases. Also, the cables cannot push but only pull, thus applying only unilateral forces. Cable-driven parallel robots have various use cases, like large-scale 3D printing, large-scale telescopes, and rehabilitation mechanisms. Our work is motivated by already explored works of geometrico-static coupling for under-constraint systems, Levenberg-Marquardt optimization for solving forward kinematics, artificial neural networks for solving inverse kinematics of CDPRs, and path planning in cable space of cable-driven parallel robots. However, the geometrico-static coupling gives a large number of probable solutions, out of which we need to pick any one of them. Also, the ANN formulation for solving inverse kinematics takes into account a huge number of samples that is collected for a given setup and trained for a particular neural network architecture. Thus, we need to find data-efficient artificial neural network formulation for solving forward kinematics. Also, we need to find adaptive algorithms for more versatile usage. The contribution of the given work is an adaptive forward kinematics module to track a given reference path for suspended underactuated cable-driven parallel robots. The typical challenges that we address is the coupled kinematics and statics and multiple solutions. The key improvements we add are the adaptive path tracking optimization using unsupervised artificial neural networks and showing reduced computation time. All our results are compared and validated against a Levenberg-Marquardt non-linear least square optimization given by MATLAB. The modeling objective is to solve for the most accurate forward kinematic solution for achieving a given pose in a reference path. Our test bed is a 6 degree of freedom spatial suspended CDPR with 4 cables. We make some modeling assumptions, like cables are massless and inelastic, cable tensions are strictly positive, and the system is composed of m equal to 4 cables and a moving platform. Figure 2.1 gives a general architecture of how a 6DF CDPR hardware looks like, along with its various components. Now we discuss about the forward and inverse kinematics. So the inverse kinematics is a mapping from the mobile platform pose to the cable length vector. For a given pose of the mobile platform, we calculate the cable length vector based on the vector summation of the position vectors, the cable anchor point vector, the global anchor point vector, and the cable vector. And finally, the cable length is the 2 node of the cable length vector. Similarly, the forward kinematics model is a mapping from a given cable length vector to the most approximated moving platform pose. We define this as the pose which minimizes the deviation from the given cable length to the cable length obtained by the inverse kinematics of the approximated pose. Second, we come to static equilibrium. So given an external force on platform Fp and an external torque on platform tau p, we define a matrix W called the wrench matrix, which when multiplied with the tension vector for all the cables should balance the external wrench, which is a combined sum of the external force and external torque. We normalize all the torque terms with the help of a characteristic length defined as the radius of gyration of the moving platform. Now we come to the unsupervised neural network approach. So we define the objective as the goal is to find the approximated FK module as a mapping NN. Our input is a concatenation of the given cable length vector and the external range vector. And our output is the mobile platform pose and the cable tensions. Although we have a constraint of static equilibrium. So this defines as given the cable length measurements and the external force over the mobile platform system, we aim to find the moving platform pose, the most approximated and most accurate moving platform pose, and the cable tensions that we require to get to that pose. So the surrogate objective is defined as the cable length objective along with a penalty on the static equilibrium constraint. Now, as you can see, the first term of the loss function is the error in cable length, and the second term is the error in the static equilibrium. So the first term has a different unit, that is length, from the second term, which has the unit of force. So we tend to homogenize the complete surrogate objective. To homogenize the first term, we use characteristic length, R, and to homogenize the second term, we use the weight of the moving platform. The architecture of the neural network that we use is a two-layer architecture, where the first layer is defined by weights W and biases B, and the second layer is defined by weights B. We use a sigmoid activation function between the two hidden layers, which is given by the reciprocal of 1 plus exponential over minus x. Thus, for every input x, we get the approximated output y hat as v times sigmoid of wx plus b. The weights and biases are updated based on delta w, delta b, and delta v, where each delta is defined as the gradient of the surrogate objective with respect to the weights and biases. Now we discuss the results. Thus, to define all the hyperparameters in the domain of loss function, we take the mass of the moving platform to be 5.6 kg, and we find the characteristic length based on the geometry of the moving platform, and we decide that the penalty constant should be mu equal to 0.4. For the neural network, we have two hidden layers, each having hidden nodes h equal to 64. The learning rate was based on an ablation study and was found to be 10 to the power minus 5. And the loss threshold is chosen to be 0.0015. The loss threshold is chosen such that we can verify with the LSQ nonlinear comparison. We choose a given reference path, which are with the considerations of feasible workspace and cable tension limits. Figure 4.1 shows a spiral path which takes into concern all types of cable lengths and moves through the complete workspace along with the most bottom to the maximum top. The spiral path can be visualized in the cable space as in figure 4.2. There is a quick decrease in time for the artificial neural network based forward kinematics module after adapting to the first instant. Thus, for the first instant, we left the model to adapt to the most accurate geometry. And when it adapts to the most accurate geometry, under the assumption that for the next subsequent poses, the approximated function will not change, we tend to use the weights of the previous iteration in the current iteration to converge faster, and thus we see this decrease in time in figure 4.3. Also, due to the loss threshold of 0.0015, we can see that we reach almost the same accuracy with LSQ nonlinear and with the neural network approach, but in a lesser time. As you can see from the cable length errors, so the cable length errors are almost similar in the range of 10 to the power minus 3, which is quite negligible for both the cases of neural network and LSQ nonlinear. And for the second case, in figure 4.6, we can see that the tension errors for neural network is particularly lesser because of the penalty constraint. And as we define the penalty constraint, we can achieve variable outcomes. We choose the best one out of them. For the conclusions and future work, we conclude that an unsupervised attribution neural network based forward kinematics was performed to track a reference path. The resultant approach adapts to the dimensions for the first instant and solves faster for the next instance. Thus, this approach is adaptive. That is, we don't need to add any further dimensions to the model once it approximates for the first instant. And we always work under the assumption that two subsequent given points of the reference are so much close to each other that there is no great deviation in the neural network parameters or neural network approximated weights and biases. The typical challenges that we address is approximated FK for underactuated systems. Typically, for underactuated systems, things are more complicated because the statics and the statics and the kinematics are typically coupled. Also, we minimize the computation time as compared to Levenberg-Marquardt optimization, and we realize that there is no loss of. Future work includes further simulations with extreme conditions, hardware validation, and a similar algorithm with elastic and sagging cables. Thank you very much.